Once again, we're in the place to be. Welcome back to In the Black. Like the video. Help me grow the channel. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. Now, I'm going to be honest. There's a problem brewing. There's a problem in the Drip Network. And we got to address this because this is serious business and a lot of people are going to be affected by this. A lot of investors are going to be affected. There's no way around it. Now, here's the problem. There's too many choices. There's too much going on. There's so many choices in the Drip Network. I don't know how one can objectively look at the Drip Network ecosystem and actually keep their head from spinning, especially new investors. So I think we got to lay out a reasonable path for those who are interested in getting into the Drip Network, into the Drip ecosystem. Folks, let's just be real about this. Let's be real about this. This is a potential problem. There's so many choices. There's so many good products. We got the faucet. We got the reservoir. We got the drip garden. We got the piggy bank. We got the pig pen. We got the farms that are coming. Look at all these farms. We got a bunch of farms coming. We got the pools. There's so many ways to make money. Now that's a good thing, but also we got to recognize that it can be a problem. The problem is we don't want investors coming in here and spreading out their money too thinly. You got to have a plan, especially if you don't have a big bag. You starting out with a little bag, where you going to start? You can't just be throwing $10 here and $15 there. If you got $500 to spend, don't spread it over every single platform in the Drip Network ecosystem because that's not going to be wise. Now this is a problem. Some people ain't, actually nobody's really talking about this, but this is a problem. This is a potential problem for investors. We need to lay out some ground rules or some suggestions or what have you. Nobody can be anyone's financial advisor aside from themselves, right? But however, if I was approaching this as a brand new investor, where would I go first? It's got to be right here. It's got to be right here. You got to start in the faucet. This is your surefire way to make gains. And not just gains, crazy, insane gains. And you do it in a way that is low risk. Now, this is what we got to make sure that people are focused on. Here is your base. This is home base. This is home base right here. Y'all used to play tag, right? And some of y'all used to be making up dumb rules. Some of y'all used to be making up your own rules. You had stuff that wasn't even in the original rules. You just change it. Like you can make base out of anything that you can get to real quick if somebody's trying to catch you. Right? No, this should be a home base. Hide and go seek. Right? You got a base. You're trying to get to that base. Now, whatever happens out there, whatever crazy happens, that's out there. You can always come back to home base. That's what the faucet is. Now, if we don't address this with people, we just out here, preaching the drip ecosystem. That's great. However, we got to be realistic. Everybody wasn't in drip in the beginning. Everybody hasn't been in drip since the beginning of 2022 or before. Some people are just getting into it right now. And you're hyping it up, we're hyping it up, but we got to address that there is a potential problem. The problem is not really a negative thing at face value because there's so many good choices, so many good options to put your money in. However, for new investors, this could be really daunting. Now, ain't nobody else really talking about this, but I think this is a viable topic to discuss. What should new investors do? So, here's what I say. If I was doing this, I'd get into the faucet. This is home base. This is where everything begins. Put a nice chunk in here. That's what I would say if I was advising myself. If I was going to be my own financial advisor, I would say put it first in the faucet. Now after that, there's so many options in the animal farm. So many options. I get asked this question a lot. Where should I put my money in first? What should I do first? Blah 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 blah. Well, you gotta be at home base. You gotta be in the faucet. That's for sure. Don't get bogged down. Don't get confused by all of the options here because there are so many. Like I just talked about, we got the garden, we got the piggy bank, we got the pig pen. You need to focus on the faucet. And then after that, what I would say right now is I would say, if you're able to put a nice chunk, get into the piggy bank. When I mean a nice chunk, if you're able to come up with, $1,000 to invest outside of the drip faucet, then go in the piggy bank and let that marinate. Let it get seasoned. Let them juices flow up in there. All right, if you're not able to do that, you might want to consider the drip garden. New investors might want to do that. $100 here, okay? $50 even, or, $200 here, whatever. That's fine if you're just starting out. Another option is the pig pen, and you can't go wrong with this. Look at this price here. We're still under $100. The whole farm has not restarted yet. You got some time to actually get some pigs or get a pig. And I think that's what I would advise. I would tell myself, start here at home base, and after that, I want to make sure that I get a foot in the ownership door of this animal farm. And the only way to really do that is to make sure you have a pig in play. And if you got some pigs in play, then I think you're good. I think you're good to start. But all I'm saying is this. We're promoting the Drip Network. We're promoting the Drip Network ecosystem. We're promoting the animal farm. And that's great. But at the same time, we got to make sure that we make it an enjoyable experience for new investors that are coming in. So you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be brand new coming into not just the Animal Farm, not just BSC Network, not just DeFi, but crypto in general. There are going to be a lot of new investors. And we want to make sure that they have an easy time to figure things out or what have you in the Telegram. Let's make sure we take some time to help those who are not very versed. All right, because if we don't do that, if we just act like it's a no-brainer or what have you, people are going to be confused. So I think we need to address this, this potential problem. Now, it's great that we have so many options as investors and seasoned investors, like some of you. We know what's going on. We kind of understand the value. All right, we've kind of been knee deep in it for quite some time. So we know what to do. We know how to spread our money. We know how to strategize or what have you. But a lot of people don't. And having so many options can be a little dizzying to some. And that's all I'm saying here. Don't forget to like the video. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it could be a potential problem or not? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, stay smart. Stay in the black.